Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Terra Mystica. I did say I wouldn't do a Terra Mystica series on this channel, and I still think that that's true. But I also feel like you guys deserve to see at least what a game against halfway competent opponents looks like. So as I mentioned, I played against the AI in the Steam version last time because it is much prettier and more visually obvious. But that there's an online thing you can play against smarter AI. So this is even less, I would say, beginner-friendly than the previous video, right? It does not make things at all obvious, and you can't even, like, look some stuff up here. You're just assumed to know it. Like, what are the abilities that the halflings have? Nobody knows. You have to pick one without knowing. So, I could go look those up, but the point is this is just like, this is for experienced players. You don't have to be super experienced, but you have to mostly know your way around. You can look some stuff up. Look some stuff up off site. So I thought we would do one game here. It'll be quicker than the last one because the AI is much faster, despite being much stronger. And also the UI doesn't have animations. So anyway, but it may be even less transparent to you than the previous one if you aren't familiar with the game. But you'll at least see what a halfway decent game looks like. As I mentioned in the last video, I usually beat these guys, but not always, so it should be, a reasonable challenge. And it looks like this game, we're going first, so we get our choice of all the available factions here. Let's look first at the bonus cards. The first thing I notice is that every single one of the coin bonus cards is here, but only one of the 3 worker bonus cards is here. So we really want a faction that that thrives on coins and has no trouble producing workers. In terms of power, we're also low on that. 2 of the power bonuses are missing. Right, so we're missing what? 1 worker 3 power, and we're missing 1 shipping 3 power, and we're missing 2 workers stronghold scoring. So, I mean, given that, like, the Nomads leap out to me so far from just the bonus tiles. They get an extra dwelling at the beginning of the game, which really helps boost their worker income. And furthermore, their Stronghold Ability allows them to make many dwellings. We'll talk about how that works if I end up choosing them. The Witches are another faction that tends to need a lot of money and have a lot of workers because they have a stronghold ability that lets them place a dwelling for free. Who else? Swarmlings? No, not really. They tend to have a lot of money because they can build trading posts for free. Not alchemists, because alchemists love gold, but their whole deal is they can make gold whenever they want, so they thrive in low coin environments, not high coin environments. Chaos magicians? They can kind of fabricate their own income in a way. So you could make another worker or so, but that's not that much to make up for this stuff all being missing. Halflings kind of get to build a lot of dwellings sometimes, but it costs them workers to do so, and they spend a lot of workers on digging, so being low on workers is not that appealing. All that said, I think I will choose the Nomads here. They're quite strong in general, and this looks like a good board for them. I should look, I guess, at the scoring tiles, see if there's any, Okay, we're not going to build a temple round 1. We'll probably open Stronghold if we go Nomads, so we're missing this. The Nomads are one of very few factions where I think it's realistic to build a town in the second round, actually. It's not easy, but you can do it sometimes. So that actually makes me think the Nomads are even better. I don't plan to ever build a sanctuary, probably, so this is not that appealing. But I could build one in round 6, maybe. Just for points, would be fine. I'd like to be building my trading posts a little earlier than this, but that's sort of the case for every faction, so... You know, and like, okay, the fact that there are 2 trading post scoring rounds kind of argues for, like, Swarmlings or something, but not that strongly. Yeah, so we'll go Nomads. Let me, let's see. Well, I'll just click Nomads and we'll show you what they are. So now, yeah, okay, here we are on the cult track. And I will just skip through the enemies choosing their factions. And yeah, sort of as I predicted. This AI really, really loves to play as yellow, blue, black are like its 3 favorite colors. So I took yellow and it had to pick a different one. Its like second favorite colors are gray and green. I've never seen it pick red or what else is missing? I don't think I've seen it pick brown. Maybe it's been the halflings once. I don't remember. Okay, so now everyone's going to grab their bonus tiles. Oh no, we placed dwellings first. That's right. Okay, so the Nomads place 3 dwellings instead of 2 in the early game, and their 3rd dwelling comes after everyone has placed every dwelling. So we're player 1. We're going to place our first dwelling first, and our second dwelling last, and then we'll also place a bonus 3rd dwelling. Nomads like red and brown. 2 colors which are not in play this game, so it should be relatively easy to find territory. Our sort of biggest competitors for space are black and gray, because they want our red and brown tiles also. So our best neighbor, if we could manage it, would be the Mermaids. But probably more important than that, since we don't know where anyone is yet, you know, we want to keep it in mind. If possible, I'd like to choose a place that the Mermaids might also like to choose, if I could do so without hampering myself too much. You know, like around here is often good for Mermaids. But I like red and brown. So this is obviously a relatively strong Nomad area. There's like, this is okay, and it's nice and central, which is nice. It helps you complete that shipping. Nothing else is really that appealing. So, I mean, this is, you know, this area is all right. You've got a brown adjacent and a red you can get to if you can work through this green, you know. But it's not great. This is actually okay, actually. It does have a red and a brown that you can get to directly. I'd be a little bit worried if this red gets cut off, that it's quite difficult to advance. But I suppose I could go here first and see if I can tempt the Mermaids into joining me. Mermaids like blue and green, right? No, blue and black. Sorry, they are blue. They like black and green. So this is a very appealing area for them as well, right here. So if I start here, I can have a reasonable hope that the Mermaids will join me. They'll go this way, I'll go this way, and we'll all be good neighbors. So I'll start here. All right, so the Mermaids did choose this. That's fine. And we have a great place to kind of develop in harmony with our good friends, the Mermaids. This is a little bit like tempting, maybe, because we could build this way, get neighbors with these guys, and then like grab this, which I think nobody really wants, right? No, Gray wants it. I once in a recent game I took this spot as Nomads, and like I spent turn 1 upgrading this to a trading post, and then this was completely sealed off already. It's like, it was horrible. So I'm not that excited about grabbing this. I could go here. This has a neighbor, which is nice. And it doesn't have anything immediately appealing nearby. We could maybe bridge or ship to this red, or try going this way. None of those are that great. So I think I just take like this space as like a develop stuff on your own. I don't know, it's kind of hard. No one's ever going to be up here, and I do want to build some towns. So this would be a mostly dwelling town, right? If I could like dig through this stuff and here and connect these up, like there's space for 7 dwellings up here. You could do it. That are all reasonably convenient to get to aside from this. And I guess we should talk now about what the Nomads' special ability is. Oh my god. I didn't start recording? Yeah, I did. Oh, okay. I was looking at the wrong indicator on my recording software. Whew. All right. Their Stronghold ability is once per turn, you may, on a space that is adjacent to you, directly adjacent, not including bridges. So like it has to be next to a structure that you own. Can't be across any water, even if you have a bridge or shipping. You may once per turn such a tile yellow, no matter what color it was, and for no other cost. So like 1 black space in the way of getting to our nice reds and yellows is maybe not that big a deal. Likewise, you know, gray isn't too bad, so this could be our whole town if we wanted. But if we had to, we could like go this way with a sandstorm or something. That's what their ability is called, sandstorm. So I think I want 1 dwelling here, and the other one, I don't know. I might actually just like put it here, and actually, you know, it might be better to go here. It's not immediately adjacent, but I could build in this direction or let them come to me because they like black, right? Yeah, brown rather. So they could build this way and give me a neighbor that way, and then I could develop the town in this direction or across the bridge to this red space. So I think those are the 2 spots I'm going to go in. I only have 1 neighbor at the beginning, which is kind of a bummer. But I can use this to become a stronghold and then start developing the other things eventually with sandstorm powers. I'd like to try to make this into a town on turn 2, so I'll be focusing very much on this area. And now everyone's grabbed their bonus tiles. What have they taken? Darklings have a priest. The Mermaids have shipping VP, very good for them, right? They start with some shipping and can get way more than anybody else can. So getting points for the amount of shipping that they have is kind of like free money for these guys. And they like power as well. They start with more than most factions. In particular, this means they'll have 12 power in Bowl 2 on turn 1, which means if they wanted to, they could burn 6 of it and take the double dig, which is a quite advantageous thing to be able to do. And these guys took digging and money. Fair enough. So what are we going to do? Well, we're building our stronghold, which costs 6 workers total and 11 coins. So we have 6 workers. It would be nice to have more. And so I think what I want is, I'm really going to be a little bit strapped for workers. On the other hand, I'm not getting any more coins. Like this will be a stronghold and I'll maybe build a dwelling. So I'm thinking I should probably... Oh, I didn't... Yeah, there's the priest scoring this turn as well. So whoever... The Darklings took the priest, right? Yeah, they love priests. And they start with 1 as well. So usually they use their priests for digging. That's the Darkling special ability. But they might try to invest it into the cult track to get more coin income here. Not sure. Anyway, just a question of like, is it really realistic to get a town in turn 2, round 2? Maybe if I'd put a dwelling here and connected them up, it would be a bit easier. Certainly it would be. But I kind of want to go this way anyway, so maybe I should have done this though. I don't know. Yeah, I kind of want to go this way because then I'm going to have Mermaids as trading post buddies the whole way. Whereas like these are kind of going to be isolated. So like, do I want the extra worker and no points? Or do I want like 6 coins? I think 6 coins, because I'm going to want to build a couple trading posts next turn as well, and I'll have like 3 worker income, and I'll try to grab like a worker bonus at some point in the next turn or two, worker power action, I should say. So yeah, let's take the coins. All right, and we get to go first. I think the first action is very clear. We're upgrading this. We're going straight for a stronghold so that, well, I mean, I guess I could look towards getting the 1 dig action relatively soon so I can dig here. But I'm planning to use a sandstorm this turn, and I only have, like, I don't even have enough workers to place a single dwelling after upgrading to Stronghold. So if I'm taking a power action, I probably want it to be workers, which means that upgrading this is fine, whatever. So we upgraded it, we lost 3 coins and 2 workers, and it's got like a little summary here of what we have left, which is nice. And the Mermaids chose to gain 1 power, and the Darklings, as I sort of hoped, have built straight towards me. Good. I will choose to always accept 1 power. There's no reason in this game that I would ever not gain 1 power, so I'm happy to automate that. The Mermaids are digging this way. That's great. They're giving us power. This is sort of what we expected. They're building this town. And we're taking... You could say auto smart. I don't really understand what auto smart does, and I'm perfectly happy to just hit yes if it's not the complete no-brainer of do you want to gain 1 power. I am happy to make the decision. Yes. I suspect auto smart just says if you were an AI, what would you do, right? But I don't want to do that. So the Dwarves have tunneled through the river, under the river, I guess. That's their special ability is... we had the Dwarves in our other game, right? They just didn't ever do anything. Their ability is they may pay 2 workers to skip a space when building something or digging. And their Stronghold upgrade lets them pay only 1 worker. When they do this, they gain extra victory points, so it's kind of a nice thing to be able to do. And these count as adjacent, not for town scoring, but for network scoring at the end of the game. Darklings are going to gain power, yeah. Okay, my turn. So there's a couple things we could do. We could trading post here, but that wasn't really the plan, right? The plan was Stronghold here. The other thing is we could deviate a bit with grabbing these 2 workers right away. We have to burn 4 power for it, which is quite a downer. But remember, this is a very worker-poor game, and even this very turn, I can reinvest the worker to giving me more workers by sandstorming here. So I'm not thrilled about burning 4 power, but I think it's worth doing it so that no one else can, right? Right now the Mermaids can't, and the Dwarves can't, but the Darklings, if they wanted to, could burn 4 power to take that to take those workers. So I guess it's a question of, do I think they're going to actually do that? Is that their top priority right now? Because if not, I'd much rather upgrade this to a Stronghold, hope to gain more power from the Mermaids building, say, a trading post, and then grab the workers next turn. I think that... What are the Darklings going to do, right? Like, they kind of want to build a temple this turn, right? Because they love to get priest income. And they can't do that with just 3 workers. They're going to need 4. They could turn one of their priests into a worker, but they really don't like to do that because their priests are their digs. So I think that the Darklings actually should take the 2 worker power action as soon as they can. They maybe should have done it last turn, in fact. So it really is sort of imperative for me to grab it now before it goes away. I suppose I only need 1 worker this turn, and you can always take 1 worker for 3 power. So I could have that be my backup plan. I'd obviously much prefer to get the 2 workers. But I might be able to avoid burning any power if I go Stronghold first. There's no real danger of the mermaids digging here, by the way. Red is very, very far away from them, so I don't have to worry about being cut off that way. That was why we chose to settle next to them. We're not going to be fighting over space. We'll be happily living together. I'm pretty sure that the right play is to take the workers. I just want to justify not doing that because I'm a greedy, greedy person. I don't know. The Darklings actually might choose to build a trading post first, hoping to, for the same reason I might build a stronghold first, right? They want to gain some extra power. But they super want a temple this turn. First, because they're Darklings, and second, because of the scoring bonus. So I really think that they're going to take the workers, and I don't know. They might say, look, the Dwarves are going to build a trading post very soon, in which case they'll gain some extra power. Like, it's almost certain if they wait, they'll have more power. You know what? I'm going to have to burn the power. Like, even if I get Leech off this Stronghold, I'll still only gain 3, meaning I'm going to have to burn 3 power, and burning 4 is not really that much worse. Oops. Yeah, I want the workers pretty badly, so gimme. They're not going towards a temple? Really? Are you guys crazy? Like, clearly you can tell everyone is playing much better than the AIs in the last game already. They're doing stuff. But I didn't think they would try this. Who built it? A4? Oh, wow, the mermaids. Yeah, they hopped across the river. I see. They're going to go... I didn't think about that. They don't mind the river. So they could actually build their town up this way, making this an even better spot for a dwelling than I previously thought. So they might build a fairly sprawling town covering like these 5 or maybe 6 tiles. The mermaids get to... normally, shipping does not count for a town. So like if I had these 3 dwellings, they could not be part of the same town unless I had a bridge, say, to here. The mermaids get to count 1 water tile as part of their town. So this is a pretty good looking town for them. Okay, anyway, yes, obviously we've leached 1 from them. The dwarves are built here, giving the Darklings more power. Yeah. And so this is kind of looking like a good second town for us. These 5 tiles-ish, some subset of them, with a bridge to here. We sandstorm this, we dig this, we build here. That's 4 tiles. They're mostly not adjacent to anyone, which is kind of a bummer, but the dwarves might very well go here or here. Or I could go here, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I go like this. I have 5 structures, trading post, 3 dwellings. That's a plausible sounding town. Anyway, it's my turn, and I got the workers. So we're going to build that stronghold now. The mermaids are going to take 2 power. Trading post coming, yep. Boy, I bet you wish you had 2 more workers for a temple now, don't you? Dwarves and I both gain 1 power from that. Mermaids are building at I2. That's here, okay. Ah, the dwarves are taking a priest. I thought maybe the Darklings would spend power on a priest because they love priests. I don't know what the dwarves want a priest for exactly. I guess priests are good this round because you can invest them and get money for them, sure. Okay, so we now have our sandstorm action. So where are we going? We still want a town next turn if possible. And I think I can get enough coins and workers that it will be possible. So even though it's not a very good sandstorm, I'm building one here. Like, that is to say, it's a bit of a waste to build a sandstorm on a tile that you could dig just one. But I really don't want to be digging at all. So a sandstorm here is fine. Next turn, I could maybe dig here and sandstorm somewhere else. Build a couple trading posts and have a town. Sort of the goal. I don't know if it's realistic, but that's what I'd like to do. Mermaids get some power. We could click fast to skip until it's our next turn, but I kind of like to just sort of pay a little attention to what people are doing. The Darklings have burned power to gain coins. Interesting. Mermaids are passing and taking points per dwelling, and I believe this also has 2 coins on it. Is that right? Yes. Yeah, points per dwelling is great for them next turn. They've got 5 dwellings already. The Dwarves have sent a priest to fire. Sure. Seems reasonable. We're probably not going to compete much on the cult track. I don't plan to build a temple very soon. I'd like to get one since I'm planning to build a bunch of dwellings. It would be nice to get the dwelling scoring card, but I don't know. I never seem to find time as the Nomads because Sandstorm is just such a monster. And I think we're passing now, right? Yeah, not much else to do. Oh, I could build a trading post now, of course, if I wanted. Gives me 1 fewer worker and 2 more coins and some power next turn. 1 power, right? Yeah. So let's try to plan out this town, right? There's going to be a trading post here. It's just a question of do I want it now or next turn. Also worth considering is like when we pass. I'm not in love with any of these bonus cards, but I like the ones the Darklings or the Dwarves have. I'd like the Dwarves. The Dwarves, I think, are quite likely to pass next turn. And when they do, I can snatch up their bonus card to get a dig and a little bit of money. In order to do that, I have to do something this turn. I could have actually considered, if I'd thought ahead a bit more, sandstorming this and not building so that I could build a bit more slowly and wait for the Dwarves to pass out. But I think it's fine to build a trading post instead. Oh, I don't even have the workers. Whoops. And I can't get the workers. Okay, I guess we're passing. Yeah, give me... Well, so what does it cost to build the stuff I need? I have power of 4 here. So I need like 2 dwellings and 2 trading posts, right? Next turn. Dwelling here. Trading post, dwelling somewhere else. So that's 6 workers and 10 coins. If I take the worker, then I'm a coin short, but I can get that with power. If I take the coins, I have a lot of coins, but I'll have a little bit of trouble getting a worker. I think I'll take the worker. It comes with a coin, and I'll get, I think, 4 victory points for trading posts at the end of the turn, so that's a nice advantage. All right. So let's just let the others wrap up their turns. Yeah, the Darklings pass, and the Dwarves also pass. So it would have been nice to get the Dwarves thing, but I didn't think far ahead enough. There is an undo button, but that's kind of, you know, cheating. Actually, let's just, we're going to recommit the same action, but I just want to show you something. So undo, it's my turn again. There's also a hint button. You can ask, excuse me? I've never seen this. The hint is empty? You have no plans for me? Maybe it doesn't like undos. But it'll offer you the actions that the AI would prefer, kind of in order. So I thought it might tell me, hey, you should pass and take one of these tiles. But okay, I don't know exactly why it didn't. Yeah, so they've all passed. Everyone gets income. Mermaids building at A3, quite reasonable. Yeah, and I just have to find 1 coin, which I can always do by terraform, burning power if I have to. The bigger question is going to be where I get my shovel. Yeah, because I still need to dig something. I forgot about that. That is a bit of a problem. Okay, well, we'll start with a sandstorm here, or a trading post here, and see if we can gain some more power. If I gained enough, I could take 1 dig here. Sandstorm, say, I don't know, this. Or this. I don't know. This is kind of getting in the Mermaid's way a little bit, which is fine with me. Somehow I might get more power. And so I want to delay the Sandstorm. I don't want to Sandstorm this right away because then I won't have any good digs to take. So trading post first. All right, some more power, good. For this temple. Mermaids are making a trading post. Oh, more power. Yes, yes. Give me the power. Okay, so the other point is I was planning to build down here, but I don't have to do it in that order. I could build here first with a Sandstorm, hoping to gain even more power. And then Spade here. Problem with that is that the Spade action might be gone next time I look, right? So I could consider burning a power to get that. How likely is it that someone else is going to take the Spade action? The Mermaids could do it. Nobody else could. Do they want to? Yeah. They have the dwelling scoring tile right now, or bonus tile. And they have some places they'd love to put dwellings. They still only have one shipping, right? Yeah. So they can't like settle here. But they might want this green tile or this gray one. And they need a Spade to get it. So I think they might very well take it. So I'll burn a little bit more power. I'll still have a capacity of 7, which isn't the end of the world. To take this space. And I might very well have to burn one more to get that last coin I need. Oh, hang on. I don't need another trading post this turn. What was I thinking? This is 5, 6 power worth of town, so just a single dwelling is enough. Cool. All right, the Darklings are making good progress towards what looks like a 3-tile town here. They'll put a sanctuary in eventually and upgrade either this to a trading post or this to a stronghold. Seems good. Mermaids have a nice town up here, but I don't think they're likely to finish it this turn. I gained 1 from the Darklings. Was that just from the temple? I guess. I ate. Yeah. Oh no, they just built a right, they built the trading post I was thinking of. Or no, they had already built it. I'm a little bit lost. I don't know. Trading post here. Mermaids have bought coins. I'm up, and it's just a question now of where to build my 4th structure for this town. I could choose any one of these 5 locations. I'm not sure if this would annoy the Mermaids or please them, to be honest, going here. It gives me another space to make cheap trading posts, but I already have plenty of those, so I don't think that's much of a concern. It does let the Mermaids leech a bit, which I don't love. This takes away a blue space the Mermaids will surely ship to eventually. Oh, you know what? This is actually quite important to the Mermaids, now that I look at it, because they want to use this to connect up their network with shipping, right? To cut through this little isthmus. Or no, is this peninsula? What's the difference between an isthmus and a peninsula? I've now forgotten. A peninsula is a sticky outy bit of land into water. Is an isthmus like... I have to go look this up. Isthmus. Isthmus is a narrow strip of land with sea on either side, forming a link between 2 larger areas of land. Okay, so you could call this these 2 squares an isthmus connecting this and this. Yeah. So this is kind of a peninsula, and these are like an isthmus in the middle of the peninsula, maybe. Anyway, the point is they want to go this way. It's not that big a deal for them to go through here instead, but it is a minor inconvenience, so I would happily do that. I'm not keen on them building here. Like, I could leech 5 power, but that's kind of expensive. Any one of these tiles puts me in shipping range of a yellow tile. Here, or here, or here. So those all sort of cancel out. I don't want to go here, obviously. Being in shipping range of here doesn't super matter, I don't think. Since I'm, like, I don't know. It might make it a little easier to get this town built up if I can build here first, for some reason. Now, let's go here. We'll sandstorm this blue tile on e4. And, I, like, grossly overestimated my need for workers. I don't need these workers. Huh. Alright, maybe I should have taken one of the coin bonuses last turn, I guess. Yeah. Well, no. Because now I can build another trading post, and that's always nice. So we'll terraform this, and we get a town, and the 5 points for building a town, which is great. That's me, right? I might very well take a priest. And throw him into earth to get me a dig next turn. I could dig this brown tile out. Maybe this red one. I don't know if I want a neighbor at the moment. I want one eventually, but I could dig this later. I think it'd be nice to get working towards this. I don't know. I'm not gonna, it's really tough to build 3 towns. I've certainly done it as the Nomads, because they, if anybody, get a lot of dwellings. But in particular, if I'm going to have like 3 of my dwellings up here, I'm going to be running kind of short on dwellings, aren't I? Honestly, it looks like 4 dwellings, right? 4 dwellings here, 2 in this town. I only have 2 left. Maybe this could be a sanctuary town or something? Or temples? I don't know. Oh, that's a thought. Could I build a temple this turn? No, I can't. I still haven't committed this turn, so I could cancel it whenever I want. No, I just don't have nearly enough workers for a temple. I could build a trading post, barely. If I'm willing to burn a power. Which I probably am. I don't know, I like workers. There's a lot of coin bonus tiles. I don't need the coins that badly. So maybe I'll leave the dwellings for now. I can have 2 workers left. I could take the coin town, obviously, but it's not that amazing. It's not that many coins, and you pay a lot of victory points for it. Power? No. I think just like taking the priest is a default good choice, and I don't see any huge reason to deviate now. It gains me something. So yeah, we'll sandstorm, build here, and take a town. Nice. So we got 14 VP for that, right? 9 for the town and 5 for the scoring tile. 9 for the town tile. Cool. And yeah, the dwarves have passed. I always get confused. It puts like a player name here as if I care what the AIs are called. You can have multiple humans playing, I think. Maybe? I'm not even sure. In like a hot seat style? I don't know. So is everyone just passed? No, the Darklings are still in. Not that it super matters. Anyway, let's send our priest away here to get us up to 4 Earth. And the Darklings have passed, so now it's up to me. This cult bonus action is pretty nice. It's 2 fewer coins, but it gets me up to step 2 on the cult track without having to invest in like a temple or something, or a priest rather. So I would get a worker for that. So this is kind of like 4 coins and a delayed worker, which is, you know, meh. I'm going to have a lot of workers soon. So maybe I should focus on coins and start upgrading my dwellings next turn. Well, I'd really like to upgrade them the turn after that, right? So maybe I should make a temple first. And pick up like the trading post or dwelling scoring favor tile. And just build like another dwelling next turn. And then after that, the turn after that, just plow a bunch into trading posts. Yeah. That seems okay. So I think that what I need is a bunch of coins. But cult points, right? I don't need the coins immediately. Although I'm about to turn one of my only trading posts into a temple, so I won't be getting much next turn either. I think this is still worth it. Maybe I'm not building a temple next turn, but I think I should. Oh yeah, we get a bonus spade. How nice. This? I already have 3 places I can build trading posts. That's sort of plenty, right? Well, I might want 4 next turn. Because this will be a temple? Yeah. Give me this. It also makes it easier to connect up my shipping in the late game. Alright, the dwarves have made a temple. What did they take, by the way? The Darklings have dwelling. The dwarves have dwelling scoring. Yeah, that's very much the most popular favor tile, for sure. Mermaids are also taking the dwelling scoring tile. Fine. Yes, I will gain 3 power. Not favor tile. I don't know if I said favor or something else. And they've taken the 2 spades to dig this twice. Why? Why not just dig once here? It's a mystery. They don't want to connect these up, do they? This would be a town if you bridged it, I guess. Interesting. I want a dwelling here, but it's not like necessarily the highest priority. Ah, you know what I want? Coins. That's the highest priority. Give me all dem coins, please. I need them this turn. I need them next turn. Mermaids took D1. I get some power. Nice. Okay, now I have enough that I can build a couple dwellings this turn and still be sitting on a big old bank of coins for 4 trading posts next turn. I want a dwelling here. I want a dwelling here. I want a temple here. Sure. Build the dwelling first so that the mermaids can't somehow do some weird interference play with me. And also if they upgrade this, I'll get more power. Build here. Dwarves have taken the priest. Mermaids are out. Darklings are building even more dwellings. Maybe waiting until next round for a bunch of trading posts like I'm hoping to. I'll grab this temple, taking the trading post scoring favor tile. Yeah, I have just enough coins for 4 trading posts next turn. I can get more, of course. Oh, right. We still have a few other things to do. I will need to get more because I'm building another dwelling this turn. So we'll sandstorm. Okay, the dwarves have kind of cut this off, so it's about time to give up on this ever becoming a town, I think. Let's sandstorm over this way, and we'll just have to settle for 2 towns this game. 3 is tough most times. You could try as the Nomads, but I haven't really been investing in it, so it's pretty fair that the dwarves cut me off. Could have seen it coming, honestly. Although this is red, isn't it? So it was a tiny bit of a nuisance for them, but not a big nuisance. Yeah, they like red well enough. And give me that cult bonus in fire, please. Remember, for the worker scoring tile. And I mean, trading post is a reasonable next turn. Actually, I don't have to build this one right away. There's trading post scoring the turn after as well. So if there's anything better I could do, like try to complete this town, that would be a nice nice thing to do instead. Anyway, we have to pass now because I don't want to do anything else. And I think we just take... ooh. I don't think I want the dig action. It's 2 coins. But... well, okay, so this town, if it's going to have 2 trading posts, it doesn't really need this tile, right? Because there's 5 points here already. It just needs 2 more. So I could dig here and sandstorm here, and that would finish me. So maybe taking the spade action is fine, even if I don't build with it yet. Even if I can't scrounge up the coins to do so, and maybe I can, maybe I can't. I don't know. Doesn't seem likely I'll have enough power to take the coin action, but maybe. But so the dig is actually doing something pretty good for me, I think. It's giving me this tile without needing to sandstorm it. Do I value that over 5 coins? I'm about to have a bunch of coin income, but I don't have it right now. Maybe this actually still could be a town. Trading post. Sanctuary trading post. Or, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of an expensive trading post, the second one. Maybe just 2 dwellings? I'll have 2 here, 3 here. Yeah, I have enough on the board. I could make this a town if I went this way, all the way out to this blue tile. So that's still something to keep in mind, I guess. So I guess the 3 trading posts I'm building are these 2 and this one. Okay, I don't know exactly how that informs what I'm going to do, but it's a plan to keep in mind. Yeah, so if I'm doing that, I have a lot of digging to do eventually. And I don't want to waste a sandstorm up here when it could just be a dig. I need a couple sandstorms down here. Yeah, 2 in fact. So 1 up here, 2 down here. That's all the ones I'm going to have for the rest of the game. So it means I'm going to have to dig this out and dig this out, but the rest can all be sandstorms. Okay. The Mermaids have taken E1. Free power for me. Darklings are just going nuts on dwellings. Dwarves are taking H12. Where is that? Over here. Okay. Right, this is my trading post's turn. I want this and these 2. Ooh. Leads 3 power, yeah, definitely. It's not so late in the game that I'm concerned about spending 2 points to gain a big advantage. Oh, it would be so rude to cut them off here. Oh, they've taken a town. Look at that. Well done. Yeah. It would be nice also for me one day to get 2 shipping so I can connect this town up to this one through like here. I'll try for that. Okay, the other play is not doing anything that's very interesting to me. More trading posts. Okay, I skipped everyone's. I skipped all the other actions this turn. I don't know. I got a little tired of clicking through next when I don't really care what they're doing. What did the mermaids do, though? I kind of do care about that. Mermaids. They took 7 coins. What do they want 7 coins for? They don't have any workers. They're full up on dwellings. Interesting. You would think they would want the workers. They have no workers and a ton of coins. All right, well, whatever. Let's make this a trading post. Not enough resources. Ah, indeed. Right. So let's... 3 points in water, huh? I'm at 1 right now, which means it's rather hard to get to 4. I can convert workers into coins. I have a lot of workers. But it would be nice to, like, I don't know. I guess I should just take some power into coins, right? Yeah. I have plenty of power, and I'm building up power income this turn. So yeah, let's just... I'm going to need a lot of coins if I want to... I don't have to build the dwelling this turn. I can do it next turn. Where is that? 1 power to a coin. Trading post here. Yeah, that's the one. Darklings don't want my 4 power. Fair enough. They don't want to pay 3 points. Okay, they must be making a sanctuary here. This is a town already, and so all they need is a sanctuary. They could maybe do that in the last round to get points for it as well. Dwarves are taking a priest. And now, the last thing for me to do, I think, is decide what to do with my priest. Although... I could just pass now. Well, no, because I have to spend my bonus actions first. Yeah. So I don't think the priest is really going to do anything impactful in terms of getting either of these bonuses. I just can't get a 4th water. I'd love to. But it's extremely expensive to get another priest now. And I'd have to build a temple and take like a water favor tile. Which it's a little bit late in the game to be taking water 2, and I already have water 1. So I'm not that inclined to do so. Although, I don't know, this could be a temple. Since I kind of want a sanctuary down here eventually anyway. Not really. Yeah, I do. Right. Because I'm getting like these 3 tiles and maybe this one is my hope. Dwarves actually could take this tile as well. That's kind of a bummer. Yeah, this is rich area for dwarves. Maybe this town was too optimistic. But anyway, the point is I don't really know what to do with my priest right now. And there's nothing that it's pressing to do. So I should probably save him for later. Maybe he'll be upgrade my shipping or something. Or I could throw 2 priests into air to get a dig next turn, maybe. So anyway, we're going to take a spade action here. I can't build, though, so... They're making this town even bigger. Dwarves are moving up the water track. Did the mermaids pass? Yeah, they did. And a sandstorm here, but don't build. And now we have a ready-made town next turn. And we can start working in this area. Everyone's passed. What is it that I want? I have a ton of workers. I really need coins, and there's 8 of them right here. Are you kidding me? 8 coins? I'm gaining 5 power, which I can fit all of. And I'll even have the double shovel action if I really want it. I don't. But a single shovel action would be nice. Anyway. All right, on to the round. Okay, so we got a bunch of points for passing with our trading post scoring tile, I believe, right? What bonus did I have before, actually? I don't remember. Let's just undo to double check what I had. Right, the dig action, of course. Yeah, so we didn't have the trading post scoring tile, we have the favor tile only. That's fine. Everyone gets income. Mermaids are upgrading I2 here. How are they going to finish their town? Maybe make a sanctuary? And what did the Darklings do? They just upgraded their shipping. Okay, so now this is all connected, and they have 10 connected structures. My current connected structure count is 4, but I plan for it to be at least 9 with all this stuff. It's going to be tough to beat the Mermaids, of course. But we're still sort of cutting them off, and they really only have 6 connected. So actually, it shouldn't be that hard to beat them. If they can connect up through E5, they'll be tough to beat, but they may not be able to. Yeah, all they need is E5 and 2 shipping. They already have 2 shippings. They want E5, I think, pretty badly. I could sandstorm it just to mess with them, but I don't think that's really worth my resources. So I think we take this green tile while we can. And building on it is fine. I have 1 million workers and coins. Mermaids are taking E5. Yep, that's the one they wanted. So now this is all connected up. Which puts them at 10 connected. So we could still beat that. I mean, after all, the Darklings are also at 10. So that's you know, we want to get into the double digits at least. Oh, the Dwarves, right? All their stuff is connected as well, right? So, but they only have 9 at the moment. So I'm well behind on network, but as soon as I get some shipping and finish this town, I'll have quite a lot. And the town is kind of ready-made. I was full on power, so I couldn't take it all. Oh well. Someone took the 1 spade action. How rude. I don't really want to spend 2 spades. But I do want to grab this stuff pretty soon. And I need to spend my power so I can go back to leeching. Who did I fail to leech from, by the way? The Darklings built a temple on I8. Okay. So I missed out on 2 power. After all, we were getting 1 from the Mermaids. Okay. Yeah, see, I sandstormed here first because I wanted to have this space adjacent for a single dig, but then the single dig was gone. I'd really like this tile. So I'm thinking maybe I upgrade my shipping before I do anything else, so that I can just build a dwelling there. Am I going to have enough dwellings? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, right? This can be a trading post. But not if I've already built a dwelling here, right? I'll have 3, 5, 6, 7 down. I build an 8th here, and I can't build one here. I have to upgrade this to a trading post before I can put my last dwelling here. I don't really think anyone else wants that tile, so I can probably wait until the end of the game to snag it. It's just like, what am I going to do with my extra shovel is the problem. There's nothing else I want to terraform. And I kind of want to get going here. Well, I guess I can wait till next turn. Single shovel, then sandstorm. I guess it's fine. So let's just keep building these dwellings. Oh no, but I wanna spend my power. I think coins, I guess, right? Are fine. I have a lot right now, and I'm gonna be getting more, but what I really have a lot of is workers. Yeah, okay. Would have preferred the one spade quite a bit, so it's too bad someone else took it. Mermaids built a trading post at H2. I don't really care. Darklings continuing to upgrade that town. Dwarves building at I1 over here. Okay. Now we can finish off this town, taking what exactly? Coins? Cult points? The double cult town is, I think, generally regarded as quite strong. And right now it gets me a lot of progress in like every cult. So it seems like a reasonable choice. But anyway, we have to build before we can really do anything about the decision. Mermaids are upgrading their shipping, so they're at 3 now. Not really clear to me why. Okay, they do. They have the shipping favor tile, bonus tile, so it's worth what, like, it's worth a lot of points to them to upgrade shipping this turn. Because they have 3, which I think means it's already worth 4 points, and then it's worth 3 more because of their scoring tiles. That was 7 points to upgrade. Even if they don't end up using the shipping for anything, it's totally fine. And they now can ship to here, which is a problem for me, probably. But anyway, building a sanctuary is very expensive, and I plan to perhaps build one here. Probably, in fact, build one here. So that's one reason I'm planning to take a bunch of coins from my town. So we'll build here, finish the town off, take more coins. Where'd it go? Here it is. And next turn I will have enough power to take the spade action. Build A7. Where's A7? Oh, that's me. Yeah, okay. Mermaids built at I4? Oh, yeah, I knew it. They got the shipping and they came down here. All right. That's fine. That's why this is going to have to be a sanctuary. And I guess these both have to be trading posts? I'll have enough to do that, I guess. But since I now know I need a trading post here, I might as well just build it now. It's a trading post scoring round after all. I was hoping not to have to build one in the middle, but they took away my space to finish the town without doing so. So now I'll just build it now. It'll give me some more coins next turn, which is lovely. And I never did upgrade my shipping, so let's do that. I want to get to this, right? I want 2 shipping by the end of the game to connect everything up. And now I think it's as good a time as any to do it while there's no time pressure because everyone else has passed already. And it's going to cost me what? 2, 3 coins to get 5 coins to get this into a trading post. Then I need to make this a temple for 5. That's 10 total. And then a sanctuary for 6 more. That's 16. So I already have enough coins for it, which is nice. I could start and make this a temple first. I really should have done that and then gain points for these. Oh, I could. No, Earth 1 is already taken. But I could make this a temple now and take the trading post scoring tile. This one, the other one, I should say. Yeah, that seems like an alright idea. Right, this turn I'm not getting paid for owning trading posts, I'm getting paid for building them. So I might as well upgrade this early. And this should be worth like 7 points. I still have a priest. I'm at 1 on air. If I could get 3 points out of him, I would throw him into air to get a dig on this, and then I wouldn't need a sandstorm, I guess. But oh, I should build here. Right, I grabbed my shipping. And now that I know I'm not going to be able to build a dwelling here, it doesn't matter the order. I don't have to delay doing this anymore, right? I have 3, 5, 6. This will be my 7th. Plenty of dwellings in the supply. Oh, don't build it twice. And my shipping is at 1 now. I could upgrade it to 2, which I want to do eventually. And I may as well do it now, I think. Does it matter whether I do it now or at the end of the turn? I think it's strictly better to put it off, unless I need the shipping now, which I like definitely do not. Oh, I could build here as well. 3, 5, 6, 3, 6, 7, 8. I could build here. It doesn't really do much. It just throws away 2 coins, basically. But it makes my network 1 larger. I don't get any points for it, right? It won't ever be part of a town. And it's just it's income neutral on workers. So it's really a question of, do I think that 1 more structure for my network is going to matter? It's not even a question of that, because I can always do it next turn. No one's going to take this opportunity away from me. And it's not improving my income to do it sooner rather than later. So it really is better to put this off and do it only if I need to. Yeah, okay. Cool. I could also like grab this one. There's a lot of places I could put dwellings if I need to like edge someone out on the network. I think that all that means that I am done for the turn. In fact, I maybe shouldn't have built this, but it was important to me to get this one to make sure this all connects up. So I don't know. I guess it's fine. I'm pretty sure I was building this one eventually, and it's income neutral, so why not? This one I may or may not build, and it's income neutral, so why build it? Anyway, what's next? Can you believe? Look at all the coins I took last turn. I still only have 5 left. 2 points for trading post when you pass? I mean, that's 8 points right there. I'll take it. The shipping VP is only 3 points. 6 points. Right, it's 3 per you have, and I'll have 2, and I don't really plan to build a third. I could, I guess. If I did, it would be worth 3 points plus the 3 points here. Sorry, it would be worth 4 points for your 3rd level of shipping, plus these 3. But this trading post is like worth 8 already, and this is maybe worth 9, maybe. And this gives me a worker, which is kind of nice, I think. Maybe it is better to take this. Oh, you guys can't see the tooltips, I just noticed. They're somewhat inscrutable, but they do help a little bit. And they don't come up on everything. Like you can't... When we were selecting factions, you couldn't like mouse over the faction. But most of these tiles have a tooltip. Like this one says, 5 VP when upgrading to SA/SH, i.e. Sanctuary or Stronghold, and income 1 worker per 2 fire levels. So, but you can sort of piece that together anyway. And this one has a reminder that it's 3 points per shipping level when you pass. So these are both, I think, reasonable choices. Let's just double check I have the money to do what I need next turn. Because I might actually need some of these coins. The Sanctuary is like 6, isn't it? And then I'm also spending 5 here is 11. I do just barely have enough, so I don't need to grab these coins. I want points. Now I could take a power action, but those might not be available. Yeah, I'll just take the certain 8 points over the like, well, maybe I can make this be worth 8. I keep forgetting I wanted to show you guys the hint at some point when I've already decided on an action. But we found out it doesn't seem to work after undoing. Okay, so this turn, we should probably take a power action before they go away. And I don't really need more workers, right? It's like 3-7 to do everything I want to do. So I think the thing that I want is coins. These are... I'm probably not even going to spend them. They'll just like go to my endgame scoring. 7 coins is better than 4 power. I might have considered taking a priest, but that was already taken. Mermaids built their stronghold down here, so we don't even have an option to leech. Now we really want this sandstorm here. I should be thinking about what favor tile I'm taking for my sanctuary, I guess. Probably just 3 of some cult. I don't really need any of the other bonuses. Or maybe water 2 and then 1 of something else. Either way. I'd kind of like to delay that decision if possible. But it's going to give me a town bonus, so like I'm probably not delaying it too long. Wow, the mermaids did a very long action. What was that? 1 power to 1 coin, 2 workers to 2 coins, burn a power, another power to a coin, burn a power, another power to a coin. So they really wish they had the coin power action. Right? They just spent 3 power on 3 coins, having to burn stuff, and they got a temple. Taking air 3. Okay. There's no way they can finish this town, right? Oh, this is part of the town. But they just don't have enough coins for it. Yeah. They would have been thrilled to burn 1 more power to take the coin power action. But I think they still wouldn't be able to find a worker to finish the town with. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Right, they would need a sanctuary, and it's just not possible. Okay. Right, so this needs to be a trading post now. Mermaids have passed. Darklings still haven't made this into a town. Are they finally going to do it now when there's a scoring action for it? No, they're broke. So huge blunder from the Darklings. They had a lot of chances, and also the Darkling Sanctuary is great. It gives you like 2 priests per turn instead of 1, I believe. So huge mistake not making this into a town. I don't know what they're thinking. Let's check the network sizes for the moment. Oh, also there's, now that we're in the last round, there's projected scoring. So it projects me, if everybody passed, I would have 96. Darklings would have 112. So I would actually be last? Yikes. I thought I was doing pretty okay. But we're going to improve things quite a bit when we finish this town and get the sanctuary score, which I think is going to be about now. How am I looking on network? 0. Really? Everyone has a bigger network than I do, huh? How big are they? 6, 10, 11. Did I not build my second shipping? I didn't. Okay. Right. I was considering doing it next turn. Got it. So they have 6, 10, 11. Darklings have 7, 10, 13. Wow. And the dwarves have something laughably small, right? 5, 8, 11. Okay. But as soon as I upgrade my shipping 1 time, I'm going to go from 10 to 13. So I'll then be tied for first on network, and if I want, I can take actual first by going here and then if I want here, and then if I want here, right? I can make my network as large as necessary. So I think I should be doing pretty well on that, but it's not reflected in the scoring yet. I think the next thing that we do is take the Sanctuary. There's not much danger of anyone taking the tiles that I want for my buildings. And I don't want to give other players power to work with right now. So I would... Oh, and yeah, the Mermaids have passed, but everyone else is still in. So I will upgrade this to a Sanctuary, taking... Where would 3 power do the most good for me? And that can't be air. In fire, I would go from 4 points to 8 points. Here, I would go from 1 point to 4. Here also, I would go from 4 to 8, but I would gain even more power from it. Here, I would go from 1 to 6. Assuming nobody else moves. So this is the most points, but the least power. Do the Dwarves and the Darklings threaten to get any more cult favor? They have no priests. They don't have enough power to get more priests. The Darklings won't. The Dwarves do still have a priest remaining. Let me just grab a tile at random here. Yeah, the priest power action is not still around, so... The Dwarves can't gain any more priests, but they can spend the one they have on a track. I can do that too, though. I have several priests. So let's go here. Well, no. I kind of want to take Earth 3. Leapfrog these guys, getting only 4 points, but 4 power. Then I can use the power to do something cool. I don't know what exactly. Probably just buy coins, to be honest. Maybe even a priest if I get enough later. All right, I would need... I would need to gain 2 more power to be able to buy a priest if I wanted, but I already have a lot of priests. So anyway, I think I'll take Earth 3. And, oh gosh, and I get the cult scoring as well. Right, I get a town tile, and I want the cult one. It should be worth a ton of points. Given that I'm getting the cult one, actually... Oh, I can't take Air 3, that's right. Given that I'm going to advance, I think, by 2 points in every cult is my choice. Makes it really hard for the Dwarves to pass me in enough places. Given that Water 3 is actually better, because I'll be here, and I leapfrog the Dwarves in everything except air. Yeah, that sounds great. Okay, so cancel that again. Upgrade this, give me Water 3 and +2 in every cult. And now, like, suddenly we're in a commanding position everywhere. How much power did I gain, by the way? Was it too much? No, just 3, huh? That doesn't seem right. Yeah, it was 7. Ah, it didn't count the 4 from... I'm not sure what. Alright, so the Dwarves spent their last priest here, I think, right? Yeah, they're out of priests. So we need to advance shipping at some point, but I have 3 priests. I can spend them here and here to pass the Dwarves everywhere. So, I don't risk overflowing power by doing this. And the Dwarves have passed. No, the Darklings have passed. The Dwarves are out of priests, so I'm kind of playing on the cult board by myself. And I think that this is a fine thing to do. It gains me 2 power, which is fine. Alright, the Dwarves have passed. And now if we look at the final scores, I'm at 123. I'm well ahead of everyone who finished in the low 100s. And there's still plenty for me to do, right? I'm upgrading my shipping to get me back into the the network scores. Right now it says my network is projected still 0. But this gets me 3 points, plus it puts my network at 15, tied for first. So a single dwelling here. I guess here, so I don't give anybody power. Gets me to first in, so that was worth 3 points, right? Seems like a reasonable use of resources. And I have 7 power? I don't think there's anything else I want to do with it, to be honest. Just turning it into 7 coins is better than buying workers or anything. I don't have any like scoring tile that does anything cool. Well, if I could build a trading post, but I can't. All right, looks like we are done. Let's just pass out. There you go, there's the final scores. So we got 141, and everyone else was clustered around 100. So obviously, you know, we kind of stomped them, but not nearly as much as against the AI in the Steam version, right? This is more like what a game should look like. People building, you know, every player built at least, no, the Dwarves didn't build any towns. Wow, 102 with no towns. That's pretty good. I guess they finished second in every cult. Oh, you can't see tooltips, but I can do this, and now you can. And they got a ton of points from tunneling. That's what this is, faction-specific points. So the Dwarves get 4 points, I think, every time they tunnel. So they must have tunneled 9 times. Pretty expensive, since it costs 2 workers every time. This was a very low worker game. They should, I think, at some point have built their stronghold to make it cost only 1, and then this would be a much more productive endeavor. Ideally, probably around 3, right? And, you know, everyone did pretty well on dwellings, right? They only leached for -3. Like, I'm sure I leached more than that, right? Only 7. Wow. I've had games where I leached, like, 16 or something. So this was kind of a low cooperation game in some ways. I thought the Mermaids would have helped me more, but I guess they only built dwellings next to me, never upgraded them, and it was relatively early. Interesting. Yeah, and so we managed to squeeze out, you know, pretty much everything we could possibly have wanted this game. 3 towns, biggest network, every cult. So human players are not going to let you do this. But they fought back, unlike the Steam version's AI. So yeah, how did the Mermaids? They only leached 4. I thought they would have, like, because they only have dwellings adjacent to me, so they were offered a lot of power, but they didn't have to pay a lot of points for it. Interesting. Yeah, so every player, I think, made some pretty big mistakes, of the opposing players anyway. Nobody got to 2 towns, except me. I got 3. So still clearly much stronger than the AI, but they made the game more interesting, right? As opposed to a game of solitaire, there was other stuff happening. Okay, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.